The Nabataeans are a mystery to me. There's a lot we don't know about them.
There's much more we don't know than we do.
Enter Petra. Everything you see here is carved. Like, the scale of this place is unbelievable. And this here is the most famous building of all.
We call it the Treasury. It's one of the new 7 wonders of the world. This is the most mysterious monument we have here. We don't know the who, the what, the when. We have none of that for this.
Right, so this place will always be remembered as the fictional resting place of the Holy Grail in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, but in reality, its true purpose is unknown. So how do we unravel the mystery of one of the most famous buildings in the world?
If we're going to understand this place, we've got to get a glimpse at what's under us. And to do that, we need technology.
Got it.
What do you make of that?
There is something there. Some sort of chamber we've never seen before.
X marks the spot.
Unbelievable! Let's see what's down there. Here at Petra, archaeologist Piers Paul Kriesman has been given exclusive permission to dig beneath the treasury for answers. Here we go.
And so dig we did. A team of workers moved tons of earth to descend 12 feet beneath the courtyard of the treasury. And it turns out, there's something down there.
Josh, Piers, get over here. They found something.
Let's see what we got.
We got a lot more people here.
Yeah. Oh, this looks very official.
We're joined by the Director General of the Jordanian Department of Antiquities, Dr. Fadi Balawi,
Your Excellency, nice to meet you, sir.
Lovely seeing you.
Yes.
along with the Chief Commissioner of Petra, Dr. Faraz Brazat, and beneath us, a discovery.
So what'd you find?
We think we have an entrance to something here.
There's an opening there?
There's an opening.
Where?
I can put my hand on this side,
Look at that, that's a doorway.
and it goes all the way to here as well.
And it's just got these big blocks in front of it?
Yeah, it's been sealed up.
Is that a tomb? What is that?
I mean, why do we have to wonder?
We should go down and see. Let's find out.
Come on down.
I knew I liked this guy. We're coming down. Oh my word, can you see in there?
Wow. I can't wait.
What is in there?
It is something really huge.
Is it empty? Can you see anything?
Ooh.
Is it a room? Does it go back?
It's a new tomb, I think.
It is a tomb! Oh my God.
Also, there's another layer inside.
This is insane.
So what are we waiting for, guys?
I think we should not wait anymore. We should go in.
You want to open it?
We gotta go in?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yep. Yes.
Heavy, 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 yeah? Okay, I have it, I have
Please,
it.
please.
Yep, heavy, heavy. I have it. Oh, where do I go? Oh my word!
The past is all around us,
Oh, this is crazy.
a world of mystery,
This is a plane.
Yeah.
danger,
We are about to be underwater.
and adventure.
It's just straight down.
I travel to the far corners of the earth to uncover where legends end and history begins.
Okay, let's punch it.
I'm Josh Gates, and this is Expedition Unknown.
Are they graves, do you think?
I think they could be graves.
Oh, they're all partitioned off. Look at that.
I can hardly believe it. We are peering into the darkness of an ancient tomb discovered beneath the famed treasury in Petra. This is a city of enduring mysteries, mysteries that I've traveled a long way to investigate. To find out how its builders, the Nabataeans, came to power and what happened to their once flourishing kingdom, I made the trip here through the winding slot canyon known as the Seek that has long concealed the entrance to Petra.
Always knew someday you'd come walking back through my door.
Oh, even quotes raiders.
My old friend, archaeologist Piers Paul Kriesman, has been leading me on a journey through the sands of time. Together, we visited remote cliffs where a clue was chiseled in stone hundreds of feet above the desert floor.
We need to scan it.
No, it's a sheer cliff face, man.
After dangling by a thread and scanning the inscription, we decoded the Nabatean origin story, nomads who filled a power vacuum in these vast deserts.
So here we are centuries before Petra is really a thing.
Yeah.
And the Nabateans are on the scene.
Yes.
At their first city of Sela, they learned to shape the rock itself, creating homes, tombs, and chambers to collect the most precious commodity of all, water.
This is a big part of the secret of the Nabateans' rise, is their ability to manage water.
By the 1st century BC, the Nabateans leveraged their skills to become masters of the desert and a trade empire, moving the rich resources of the ancient world through one of the harshest environments on Earth, and becoming fabulously wealthy. And with that wealth, they built their capital at Petra. A marvel of architecture and engineering that was once home to tens of thousands of people. The so-called Rose City was hand-carved into the sandstone cliffs and canyons. And that brings us back here, to the iconic wonder known as the Treasury. Was it a repository for riches, a temple, a palace, or a tomb for a Nabatean king? The answers may lie beneath it in the chamber we've just discovered.
Look at that. It's all compartments. They're all sectioned off.
Looks like a catacomb.
It does look like a catacomb.
Adi, have you seen anything like that?
Never.
Nothing, and I mean nothing like this, has ever been found in Petra. In every other instance, the Nabateans dug simple niches into cave walls or dug down into the bedrock. But these raised, slotted structures, this is unique.
It's not a normal Nabataean architecture's features,
Right, most of these rooms you see, they're either flat floors
Carved.
or they carve into the floor.
Yes.
but this is something different. They could be really solving all the issue about
The age of this,
the age of the treasury and the function of the treasury,
right?
and the use of the treasury. And the treasury is not only what we see above, it could be a whole story that link to each other
Below.
below.
The dream would be to find human remains, but it may be more of a fantasy. That's because of the thousands of tombs discovered in the heart of Petra, nearly every single one of them was found empty, looted or cleaned out long ago.
So, it smells musty as hell.
It's got that very distinctive tomb smell to
Exactly,
it.
right?
Probably that's mold.
Mold. For homeowners, it's a headache. For archaeologists, it can be lethal. So after donning respirators, we call for a ladder to access the chamber below.
Ladder's going down. Are we ready?
Ready, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna set the ladder, and then everybody come down.
Sounds good, let's do it.
Pierce Paul takes the lead. Once he disappears into the darkness, the rest of us follow.
Here we go.
But even before my eyes have time to adjust, there's a discovery.
Oh my God!
What is it?
Skeletons.
Skeletons!
Yes.
Oh my God, look at that. There's bodies in here.
The bodies seem to be resting in compartments created by these raised stone walls, and they appear to be everywhere.
Another one there.
Oh, another one right in front of it.
It's a child.
Yeah, look
That's a
how small
child.
it
It's
is.
a child.
Oh my word. And another. Another full skeleton. Look at that. So we think this could be a family?
It has all the hallmarks of family crypt. We can take samples and check the DNA and see if they're related.
What's in these other pits? Do you think there's more?
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
Let's see what's in the other chambers. More burials?
More burials. I see at least 3 skulls. This one's a little disturbed.
3 more skulls?
At least.
Just look at the condition of this. The entire individual is here with these offerings, whatever they are.
And there's more.
How many individuals are in this room?
1,
2, 3, 4.
at least 12. I mean, and when we excavate, we may find more.
This is a momentous discovery. The many tombs of Petra that line the canyon above are all empty now. Yet here is a massive burial chamber hidden directly beneath the most famous building in the city.
There are at least a dozen bodies in this room. Have you ever found a tomb with 12 burials in it?
Never.
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 This is unbelievable.
Well done, guys. Well done. Well done.
This is amazing.
Congratulations.
Hey,
Well done.
What the hell? Oh my word. We're just starting. Now we need to know who they are.
Well, now we gotta get to work. This has been the easy part.
This was the easy part.
We're in.
Oh, come on.
I'm living every archaeologist's dream, excavating a newly discovered tomb beneath the treasury in Petra, one with something almost never found here, actual human remains. We're hoping they can help us fill in crucial missing details about both the building above us and the Nabataean people who carved it.
How many people visit Petra a year?
1 million.
1 million.
Yeah.
And they walk right above our heads.
Exactly.
And until this moment, nobody knew this was here.
No one knew this existed. Now we have to photograph everything, we have to measure everything, we have to conserve, preserve, and we have to present it for people to understand it.
Right. Okay, well, let's get to work.
Before anything can be disturbed, it must all be documented. Pierce Paul photographs the tomb. Then, archaeologist Matthew Vincent deploys a 3D Leica scanner. The device emits pulses of laser light, as many as 2 million per second. The result? A remarkable digital topographic map of both the entrance and the interior of the newly found tomb. Once it's complete, we're ready to get our hands dirty.
It's time to get into the excavation. And we're gonna start here, we're gonna stick close to the wall. We wanna go to the far end, and then work our way back.
Got it.
We very carefully drop down into the first pit and gingerly excavate to see if anything was buried alongside these Nabataeans.
These bones are just under this fine layer of dust that's settled in here, but underneath them, look at that, they just shine through. There's a standalone skull in the corner, yes?
Look at this cut in the chin.
Is there a fracture in the bone?
It looks like there's a cut in the bone. Somebody got a pretty good knock in their lifetime.
Incredible.
But up here, we see these little black spots. This is charcoal. When they buried this person, they buried them with something in a vessel that had been burned.
Would have been some sort of burning or offering here?
Yes. So hopefully, here it comes.
Pottery.
Starting to get some pottery.
Look at that.
The fragments we're finding may not be big, but they're still invaluable in narrowing down who this tomb once belonged to.
Really thin, really fragile, orange Nabataean pottery.
Look at that, that's pottery.
While we don't yet know for sure, Pierce Paul thinks the pottery might be early Nabataean, which would place it in the 1st century BC.
And the unproven theory as to when the treasury was built?
Something like 40 AD.
So this could be nearly a century before that.
Yes, and that is powerful for us because a big part of this excavation is to understand what's going on in the treasury.
Right.
Because we don't have a lot of burials from Petra, and we don't have a lot of early burials.
Right.
An even smaller fraction of them are the early ones.
Amazing.
So this is going to be great.
It has been theorized but never proven that the treasury was built during the reign of a king named Aratos IV, who ruled the Nabataeans during their most prosperous era. Earlier, while digging, we found a coin dating to the time of his predecessor. If this pottery ends up being dated to that same period, it could help confirm the theory, since the treasury was built above this layer, which means later in time.
If the treasury wasn't there when this was made, these people are still really important people because good real estate is good real estate. This is an important location.
We continue to delicately brush away the sand around the remains to expose any artifacts buried with them.
So by this bone here, I've got what looks like a piece of pottery right in here.
That's that really thin, fine, early Nabataean pottery. So here's what I don't see so far. I don't see jewelry.
Right.
I don't see trinkets, personal adornments. I don't see a lot of stuff.
I mean, nothing.
And we see that as a pattern recurring in early Nabataean burials, the lack of stuff.
While this is proving to be one of the largest collections of remains ever found at Petra, discoveries at the Nabataean settlement in Hegra in Saudi Arabia have shown that they were often buried with layered shrouds of leather and colorful fabric, both of which may have rotted away in our wet tomb. In addition, small but stunning relics were found there, including combs and even a small camel in bronze. But like here at Petra, the burials there were not packed with rich offerings. Rather, it looked like the Nabataeans seemed to believe that you can't take it with you.
So this looks like part of the spine here.
Yep, and you've got vertebrae.
These are ribs.
Yep. And under your right hand, you've got the collarbone, clavicle.
And then it looks like maybe arm here, arm bone.
Yep. Very clearly the chin there, and
Yeah.
mandible, back of the ear.
The arm is literally reaching out.
It's evocative, isn't it?
It really is. I got pottery here.
Yeah?
Looks
Oh,
like a
good.
piece of a vessel.
Nice, nice.
Oh, there's a base on it.
All right, so this is going to be really helpful for us. It's going to tell us something about the time and place. It's nice to have a couple of body shards, but when we have the rims and the feet, that's when we can get really precise, compare it to existing cataloged information, and tell us a lot more about the time and place.
That is incredible.
The Nabataeans we're discovering here are just beginning to speak to Pierce Paul.